I always said I wasn't going to be one of these accounts on TikTok that tells people how to ride their horses or what to do because I, first of all, firmly believe you need to be in person seeing things in order to know what's really going on. But also, the internet is super cruel, and I don't like to post videos of my daughter riding or myself riding because people will just pick you apart and make you feel terrible. So if this video starts to head that direction, I will private it because I just don't have the patience for that. That being said, I don't think you can do a short video format explanation of all the invertedness, pulling and stretching, long and low. I don't know that you can. So this is probably gonna be multiple parts, but I'm gonna try. This is a picture of me riding a super, super, super inverted pony, super inverted. Actually, she's inverted, she's crooked, and she's got a pace evasion, but we're gonna get to that in a second. But we have to start at the beginning, and that is there are three ways that horses evade when you're riding them. And an evasion is just them not going 100% proper and correct. It's not really naughtiness or even intentional. Sometimes it's just habit that they just do that. That's just what they've done most of their lives. Usually it's a result of bad riding or bad education when they were broke that has just become their habit. Sometimes it's because of conformation or it's because of athleticism, but I'm gonna go through those three things right now. So first you have crookedness. Crookedness can be left or right, or if you're really lucky, you'll have a horse that'll do either. They'll go crooked left and you'll fix them, they'll go crooked right. But crookedness happens quite a lot with horses, and people are really crooked. So to be a good rider, you have to be very body aware and make sure that you are symmetrical and straight. The second evasion you can have is a pace evasion. It's either fast or slow, but it's always behind the leg. So the horse's head could be up here and it's behind your leg and it's going 2 miles per hour, or it could be doing the same and going 20 miles per hour. It doesn't matter. It's fast or slow, but always behind the leg. How you fix that is you have to get it up in front of your leg and get a rhythm established that you're in charge of. And then the third thing is invertedness, which is this where she's in a U shape and like she's got no use of her shoulder. This is such a gross picture. Invertedness can only happen if your horse is crooked or has a pace evasion or has both. If your horse is straightened up in front of your leg with a good pace, they cannot be inverted, okay? So if your horse is doing this, it's because they have another issue that's causing this, okay? Okay, now this is a picture from the exact same ride. The exact same ride. I'm in the same clothing. She's got the same dirty feet that she has there. This is what I would call the pulling and stretching phase. This is not long and low. This is pulling and stretching. And I'm gonna get out of the way. But you can see her feet. Like when I get out of the way, you're gonna look at where her feet come together. You can look at how much more use she has of her shoulder, how much softer and more relaxed her neck is, and she's trying to use her back, but it's very weak. It's not coming through quite yet, and our hocks are gonna look so much nicer. But this is pulling and stretching, and that's because I got her a good pace, more up in front of my leg, like probably she's like 50-50 here as opposed to like really up in front of my leg. She's straight, good pace, and the head just comes right down. So before I show a video, let me just explain. This pony was someone's backyard pet, sweetest pony I've ever known. I bought her for not a lot of money to make her a little lesson pony. She was a great little lesson pony coming along, and then she got kicked in her hock, and we've been kind of struggling with getting her sound ever since then. She may just end up being a pet because she's the sweetest horse I've ever known. But she had a lot of baggage. She would get really quick and a little nervous, super inverted, and super crooked. And I firmly believe that's because how she'd been ridden, somebody rode off their hand. And just a reminder, this is gonna be long and low, which the pony is never gonna do. This is gonna be pulling and stretching, which the pony does occasionally. And then this is like the bottom picture is like her general state that she always wants to be in. And I hate to do this, but I'm gonna have to do part 2 because this video would be like 25 minutes long.